And one of the items we did not take up today for open discussion was the reaffirmation of the state of emergency due to the fires. I'm looking for a item on the August 5th agenda to either or stop that or reaffirm it, but also have a very specific time to celebrate the situation that we've gone through in the last month, and to maybe make some special presentations, those type of things. I'm working with the CEO's office to do that. Not only length and breadth of the county of Mendocino has been impacted, but people that came to here were from all 50 states, Saipan, Guam, Hawaii,
Isn't that one of the 50 states?
New Zealand, Australia, British Columbia. I think we need to do something a little special here. And even if we have to track down every agency that came forward to help us, to simply pass on a proclamation or a resolution to them, thanking them to do that. I think it's going to take a little work to do that. I think it's well over probably 150 different organizations have been here. And I think we need to take that little extra time to express our appreciation of those folks. So I'm looking for an agenda item still to be yet put together on August 5th to do a portion of that for the local agencies. I don't want to forget, and I don't want us to forget, that at least one member of our county community passed away in the service of protecting us. And there can be no greater sacrifice than give up one's life for another. And this is not a trivial situation, and it should not be forgotten, the sacrifice this man made. So, Supervisor Smith, I think, or Pinchas.
Is it true that we only lost 2 structures in all those fires?
Yes.
Well, one of them was at the start of the lightning strike. Was I know them, a couple on up the Spy Rock Road on Top Iron Peak. The lightning hit their house. And
Yep.
they weren't home; they were in Santa Rosa. But and the other one was over 100-year-old outhouse that got burned up in a backfire up by Blue Rock. So, but you think about that with all those fires and all that acreage, it's pretty remarkable.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, the first house with the lightning actually burned up the house. It wasn't the fires themselves, but to only have that in an outhouse and all those acres and fires and everything is pretty remarkable.
Absolutely. Supervisor Smith.
To the chair, we'll be meeting at the Willits Museum, is that correct?
Yes.
On the 5th of August.
Yes.
Well, would we want to have maybe some kind of small, informal kind of reception at the conclusion of our meeting that would be to honor firefighters, and anyone that is able to attend would attend, and just have it
Absolutely.
be like an open house, just casual, a thank you opportunity?
And that's exactly why I mentioned that, to take input to, you know, how we want to formulate this. Maybe,
Chairman,
please.
before we get too much into it, I completely share your concern, particularly since 3 of the last 3 evacuation orders were, 3 of the last 10 evacuation orders were on my property.
Mm-hmm.
So we endured to the very end, I guess is one way you might think. But the concern I have here is being in Willits. I know that timeliness is to be honored, but in terms of people coming in from Manchester, where there are a lot of folks that are affected and want to come, and I don't know that we get the kind of participation from Walla, even Anderson Valley, to the extent we would if it were here in Ukiah. I just, you know, we sometimes say that, you know, after all, the county seat is the county seat.
And the exclusion of that, and maybe waiving that to allow a wine reception or something like we had at the museum to take place out in the alcove here or something like that. So if no objections, I'll work with the CEO to come up with a celebration for that.
That'd be great.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we've been celebrating at Boomers for the last 2 weeks.
Okay, one last item of business, public expression. Ms. Copeland, any? Okay, and so we will be adjourning to August 5th at the Mendocino County Museum in Willits.
What,
to the clerk.
And we also just wanted to report for the record the cancellation of the board's special session on July 29th.
Okay.
and when you go to the meeting in Willis, notice the new signage that the museum has at the intersection there before you turn down Commercial Street.
All right, so noted.
That's,
Okay, the meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chair, excellent